Good day, students. So we've entered the topic for equations, right? And there are many different types of equations. But today we're going to be focusing on linear equations. So linear equations come from the straight line, right? Y is equal to mx plus c. And if you take note of the exponent that's on the x, it's a 1, right? That's what makes it linear, because it comes from a straight line and because that exponent on top of the x is 1. And if you look at these examples, every x here has an exponent 1. So the variable that you're going to be solving will have the exponent 1. And that's where it comes from, these linear equations. So let's get into today's examples. So we have 5x minus 3 equals 3x plus 12. Now, what we like to do is put the variables on the left side, right? And then the constants on the right hand side. So we'll try by any means to first move these variables to the left. So how can we move this positive 3x? Well, we do the reciprocal. The opposite of positive 3x is what? Negative 3x. Right. And what we do on one side, we must also do on the other. So 5x minus 3 minus 3x on the side as well. Okay, then we're just going to be left with 12 on this side. And on this side, 5x minus 3x. Why? Because they are like terms. So we are left with just 2x minus 3. But if you look, this variable is still surrounded by a constant. So we're going to try and remove that constant. And how do we do that? Say 2x minus 3 plus 3, 12 plus 3. All right. This opposite, we add it on both sides because we try to remove this negative 3. Then we're going to be left with 2x and 15 on the side. Like I said, every function we're going to do the reciprocal of it to get rid of it. So we have 2x here, and 2x is going to be divided by 2. Then we have our x, and then we have 15 divided by 2 on this side as well. Okay, and then we're just going to have 2 divided by 2, that's 1. So we're just going to have x here and 7.5. Now, it is very important to check, that the answer that you got is good. So we are going to have, let's put this in the calculator, 5 times 7.5 minus 3. The left hand side is equal to 34.5. The right hand side is also equal to 34.5, which means what we did is correct. So in the place of x, you substitute that 7.5 minus 3, and this is for your left hand side, and then you get 34.5. Same goes for the right hand side. Wherever you see an x, you substitute that 7.5. Okay, and then you also get your 34.5. That is how you do this part. So let's move on to our second example. Now we have 2x minus 1 equals 3x plus 7. Now, first we have a bracket. Okay, we have a bracket. Now, this 4 is multiplying this bracket. We can just divide by 4, get rid of this 4, but like it will complicate things on the right. So what we're going to do, we are going to distribute this 4 on both of these two terms, right? So we're going to say 4 times 2x and 4 times negative 1. So we're going to have 8x minus 4 is equal to 3x plus 7. Okay. Now, like I said, we're going to try and get rid of this 3x minus 3x by doing the reciprocal of it. Okay, and here we're going to have 8x minus 4, but what we'll do on one side we must also do on the other. And then we're just going to have 7 and then 5x on the side, right, minus 4. And then we're going to try and get rid of this minus 4 as well. So it's going to be minus 4 plus 4, and this side 7 plus 4. Therefore, we're going to have 11, and on the side we're going to have 5x. Now, we just want this x alone. Therefore, we're going to say 5 divided by 5 and 11 over 5, right? So, we divided by 5 to get rid of this 5 over here. This is what we did. And what we do on one side, we also do on the other. Now, your answers don't have to be perfect numbers, they can be fractions. And I can see that these both of these two questions that I just did, the answers are fractions. This is just 2.2. So you can leave your answer in fraction form, or you can write it in decimal form, whichever way you choose. But like it's always better to leave it in fraction form. Okay. So like this is what we have on our left, and that's what we have on our right. So we're going to substitute that 2.2 for our left hand side, and what do we get? 13.6, and then on the right hand side 13.6. So this is correct because both the left hand side and the right hand side are equal. Okay. Now let's do the last question. So we have 6x plus 9 is equal to 3x minus 12. Now, in this question, we're just gonna put in both, like we won't add extra steps, we're just going to do it in one. Okay, so first up we have 6x plus 9. Now we're going to try and move this constant to that side. Okay, therefore we're going to say minus 9 to get rid of it. Okay, and then we're going to say minus 9 again on this side, because what we do on one side you do on the other. Now we have 3x minus 12. Now this 3, we're trying to get rid of it because we want it on this side. Therefore, we're going to say minus 3x, right? Because we're trying to get rid of this 3x, and that is what we do on this side as well. Okay, and then we just have this is going to be 0. Then we have 6x minus 3x, and then on this side we have negative 9 minus 12, because 3x and minus 3x is just 0. Then we have 3x as our answer here, and then we're going to have negative 21. Okay, and then we're going to try and leave this x all alone. Therefore, we need to divide by 3, because this 3 is multiplying here. We're going to try and do the opposite of what it's doing to get rid of it. And what we do on one side, do on the other. And that is our answer, negative 21 over 3. Okay, and then you substitute it back here, and this will be your left hand side. You substitute it again here, and this will be your right hand side, and check if both sides are equal. And that is all for today.